Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your mid-February 2017 video reading. We just had a lunar eclipse in Leo. So since that's you guys opposite sign, I know some of you had a special dose of things happening in your life. Doesn't have to be bad. I just had to mention that because I noticed the reading I gave you guys last time wasn't that popular. That may have had a little bit to do with it. Things were building, and also there were other aspects that I'm not going to get into right now. But I know you guys have especially been through it lately. So let's just get started with what's going on with you the rest of the month. Your main focus is this King of Pentacles and Two of Clubs. Some of you are in talks and negotiations about big money here. Some of you are trying to work out some kind of plan or agreement with an earth sign individual, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. All right, some of you are arguing, some of you may be arguing with an earth sign individual as well, as that's the low side of the Two of Clubs. This Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person could be making you stand up and fly right. This guy is upright. He loves helping people, but you guys may have come to a head on something. And the challenge with that is the Moon and Six of Spades. Some of you are confused and or depressed about this situation. Also with the Moon, there could be some secrets that you think are being kept. The Six of Spades is balance, but it's also the card of karma. So for some of you, you are kind of feeling like you're going through a dark night of the soul, dealing with this person, or either trying to get your money straight. All right. Hopefully you guys aren't letting someone get the better of you mentally, because this card is definitely one of confusion and depression if you let it get to that point. Now in the foundation, you have the Queen of Cups and Seven of Clubs. Some of you could be holding this energy, even though it's known as the water sign person, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Since obviously you may be emotional, this could definitely be you guys, and you're trying to have faith in this situation. This is spiritual guidance on the high side. It's having faith. It's also one of those cards of waiting. All right, so for some of you guys, this is the case, and it's about a friendship. Could be with this same earth sign individual. Also, this Two of Spades could be a contract, and for some of you, this King of Pentacles is simply you being emotional and depressed about your money situation. All right, in the recent past, you've sidestepped ending a relationship. Queen of Hearts, as you know, is a nurturing situation. It's motherhood, and it's also sexual enjoyment. So for some of you, you could have been staying in a situation because of the sex, is why it hasn't ended. You're staying in something that basically is already dead except for the sex. That's how it's going to work out for some of you. And as a side note, since this is motherhood, some of you could have been concerned about your mother. Not saying she's gone yet, because this is the death reverse. So some of you maybe could have gone through a situation where it was a close call. All right, and that's why for some of you, you may be worried here. And you could have an earth sign mother or aunt or someone with this nurturing energy that you were concerned about here, trying to make a plan for this earth sign person, or concerned about your money and dealing with this nurturing individual. All right, but for the most part, for you guys. This is a nurturing situation where you've held off on ending it in the recent past. All right? Now, in your thoughts, you have the Ten of Wands and the Five of Clubs. You feel burdened. You feel like you've been working yourself to the bone, and you're restless. Some of you want to travel, and maybe you can't because of this burden. Some of you want to change the way you're communicating in a situation that just has you downtrodden, and you feel like you don't know when it's going to end, the burden feeling that you have, okay? Now, in the near future, you have the Two of Cups and the Eight of Spades. Now, the Two of Cups could be seen as a soulmate connection. That's like the textbook meaning of it. It's the union of two. But remember, for some of you, it's a contract that you're worried about. Some of you are worried about your money. And this is a contract, and this is where your willpower will be in the near future. For others of you, you're worried about a relationship, and this is where your focus is at this time. I'm not sure it's the person that has you jumping through hoops back here. I'm not sure if it's the same person, and we're going to get into that coming up, because you have the Seven of Diamonds to clarify this. So going back to the money situation, some of you are waiting on money, and this is a contract. For others of you, you're waiting on something to show value in a relationship. Or either you're waiting on this ideal union of two. You're waiting on this ideal relationship, all right? Now, the way you see yourself is Ten of Cups, which is it's totally going against what we just were talking about, the being confused, maybe arguing with this earth sign individual or someone with this earth energy, and then you being emotional back here. You're seeing yourself as emotionally fulfilled, but with that you have the Jack of Hearts, which is the card of sacrifice. So I'm thinking maybe you know something that nobody else knows in this situation, which, if we look at the Moon card, and this is your challenge, maybe you are the one holding the secret, Aquarius. And maybe you feel like this is someone else's karma because these came out together. So you may be butting heads with somebody, but you're the one keeping the secret. The challenge is you keeping the secret, all right? So since this is coming up, which is totally going on to left field, you have this sacrifice with it, the Jack of Spades, which is induction into a new lifestyle, like you want a new life. And the low side to this guy is being a thief. Not saying that you're a thief, but if you're in a relationship and you have your money together, obviously, you may be planning something that your partner doesn't know about and it's making you feel good. And then you have the Joker as another clarifier that I pulled that's kind of corroborating where I'm going with this. You're not saying something about what you're doing here, and this is how you see yourself. The Joker can be any card in the 52 card spread. He does not have a personality like the other cards, which is why I always say he's holding something. He has the potential to always be holding something, and these other cards are corroborating it. And the Jack of Hearts is a very charming person, but he also can be this kind of gallivanting guy who is a Don Juan personality, okay? So you guys are cooking something up that no one else knows, and it could be this other relationship back here that you're waiting to show value. All right, now the way people are seeing you is the Page of Wands and Three of Hearts. They're seeing you as being indecisive emotionally. The pages of any suit show a degree of maturity. It's not the king and it's not the knight, okay? The Page of Wands especially is always concerned with passion, things that are new. He likes a lot of movement. He does not like to let the dust settle under his feet, okay? So this is the energy that people see you carrying, and they see that you're someone who is indecisive at this time emotionally. And another meaning to this card is 2 or more lovers. So for some of you, that may be the case as to why people see you that way. Now in the hopes and fears, you have the Ace of Cups reversed and 10 of Hearts. Some of you could be fearful that an offer of love you've extended will be turned down. And that's going to affect you having your good time, because this is a card of partying and events. Some of you could be hoping to turn someone down. It could be this person who's holding this personality right here that maybe some of you have been arguing with. But for the most part, I think it's some kind of love offer you've extended to someone else that you think will be turned down. All right. And the outcome is the 4 of Cups reversed and the 7 of Hearts. So, you know, upright, this is being bored and not wanting to accept an offer, not seeing your blessings. Well, reversed sometimes can be you giving up on an offer. But it also could be you kind of coming off the fence about an offer extended to you. But since it has the 7 of Hearts here, which is letting go, I'm thinking you're giving up on an offer. Like upright, he's bored with what he has, but he's still considering it. But reverse, I think that you've stopped even thinking about it. And the 7 of Hearts is a betrayal. Either you're betraying someone or they are betraying you. Since this is probably you turning down an offer, I'm going to say you might be doing this to someone. It could very well be that it's happening to you. You have the Queen of Clubs with it. This person is very intuitive. This person is very resourceful. They love helping people as well. So it could be the personality of the person that you're turning down. This could be you that's been turned down by someone. And we have the 9 of Swords with it. 9 of Swords reversed, which is pretty good because that means you're coming out of being anxious, it's sleepless nights. You see how worried that person is? Maybe even depressed. So reverse, you're coming out of that, which is why I say you're turning someone down, and this is the energy that's left after that. And then we have the 3 of Swords with it. But with the 9 of Swords reversed, I think you're breaking someone else's heart. And you're coming out of this anxiety that you've had. Because remember, you felt burdened. This was your thoughts. And you wanted to move on. And you were restless. So I think you're ultimately breaking someone else's heart. Of course, this is a general reading and it can be happening to you. But I think you guys are the one breaking up with someone here. Because remember, people saw you as being emotionally indecisive. Another 3. There's a 3-party situation going on for some of you. Especially since people are seeing you as this guy. He doesn't want anything serious. He just wants to have fun. He wants to move around, go where the heck he wants to. He's very passionate though, okay? All right, Aquarius, and remember, in your near future, there's someone you're waiting on, and this is where your willpower is right now, and your concentration. There's someone else that you're waiting on. I'm certain of it because of this. That's the outcome. I think you finally go ahead and break it off with someone. because you were bored, but then the outcome was reversed. So you're done with being bored. I think that you go ahead and stop even considering this cup here that you're bored with, and you go ahead and distance yourself from someone, and then you're out of feeling anxious. Like I said, this is a general reading and it could be happening to you. Let me know in the comments what's going on with you guys, and I'll see you for March. Thanks.